always been into insects ever since I was a little kid. So when I went to university, I decided to study entomology, which is bug science. But because I knew there wasn't very many jobs in entomology, I did a degree in food science at the same time. So it seemed like a bit of a weird combination at the time, doing bug science and food science, but now it really works quite well. We actually started our business breeding butterflies and doing educational kits for schools, and we're actually doing a pet and animal expo. So we're looking for kind of a unique, gimmicky kind of thing to give away for people. And we actually came up with the idea of putting a real bug inside a lollipop, and we made 1,000 of them, but we actually sold out on the first day. Then the weeks following, we actually were getting calls from people saying, we saw those lollipops, so we heard about those lollipops, can you make more of them? So that kind of sparked the idea in our minds that maybe people would like to eat bugs, and we started learning a little bit more about it, and we found out that it wasn't kind of a novelty thing, it's more of a health and an environmental issue, eating insects as well, so that we kind of grew it from there. Well, most of the time people think that eating bugs is gross or they have a buggy taste, and people don't actually really know what to expect. So I think once you educate people and teach them a little bit about the sustainability aspects and the health aspects of the bugs, they're a little bit more open to trying them. And in addition to that, they actually do taste quite good. So if you've got the crickets are kind of like tofu, so they absorb all the flavours that are around them, and that makes them really versatile. So you can use them in bakery, you can use them in a burger if you wanted, or even in a curry or a stir fry quite easily, and you wouldn't even know they were there. So we have a lot of people that are making muesli bars for their kids or cookies, and they've got using the recipes that they would normally do at home, but they're adding the extra nutrients that are in the crickets. Well, insects actually make really, really good pets. They don't take up a lot of space, so if you're in an apartment, they're actually really good, and they're really low maintenance, so it's good for children especially because they don't need to be walked, and they eat things that you can find around your house quite easily, and some of them you can actually choose insects that live for varying amounts of time. So if you have a child with a short attention span, then you can get them a short-lived kind of insect to try, but then you do have some insects that can live for up to 15 years, so that's quite good because they still get that emotional attachment to the insect the same as they would a cat or a dog. So it's a really low cost and low maintenance alternative to having a traditional pet. Well, I'm definitely proud to be different because I feel that insects are a really important part of our environment, and everybody needs to learn more about them. And I really say if you don't know a lot about insects, you should be looking at learning more about them because they are so important to the health of our whole planet.